Her next two comparisons are very interesting. It doesn't talk about actually selling, like giving away part of the body and selling it, but she talks about basically renting the human body. One thing she talks about for renting the human body is prostitution, and the other one she talks about is being a surrogate, carrying someone else's child. So now the first one you might think, why is she talking about prostitution? Well, it is a renting of the human body. In some countries that it is legal. And there are quite a few people, there's a pretty good movement here in the US trying to get prostitution legalized here. So she's saying, okay, it's already legal in some places. A lot of people want it to be legal here in the US. And it's for renting out the human body simply for sexual gratification. So if we want something to be legal, and it is legal in some places for something as minor as sexual gratification, why are we not allowing it to be legal to sell an organ in order to save someone's life, which is a little bit more important? The other thing she talks about as far as renting the body is being a surrogate mother. And she talks about the risks. It says there's substantial risks, including transfusion, visceral prolapse, urinary incontinence, death, and immunological sensitization. I can't even talk today, sensitization. And it says, make notable parallels with the purchase of a kidney from a living donor. And so she's saying this is a very close comparison. Additionally, she says, has the ethical acceptance of payment for surrogate motherhood been influenced by impassioned, articulate, assertive, and wealthy people who want to be parents? Or do we believe that the drive to procreate justifies donor risk? Now, this is interesting because she doesn't just make a great comparison, which would be logos, but she also uses some pathos in here. Again, she does this over and over again, talking about this inequality. This inequity going on between people of a higher socioeconomic status and a lower socioeconomic status, between the rich and the poor. And she's saying that is being a surrogate mother legal simply because there were some very rich people who wanted to be parents, and so they pushed it through so it would be legal? And so she's, again, making you wonder why these things are taking place. Is this really equitable? Are these things fair? Because she knows that her audience is going to really value this fair treatment of everyone.